We hear about crime and corruption flooding our streets, but it seems the moral compass in public offices across the U.S. has also been a bit off. Let's take a look at some of the top corruption cases over the past year. We begin in New York, where state lawmaker Eric Stevenson was found guilty last month of taking more than $22,000 in bribes in exchange for drafting legislation that would have given monopoly power to 4 businessmen who operated an adult daycare center. He faces up to 35 years in prison. Maybe the New York legislature could use a babysitter of their own. The 4th spot on our corruption countdown takes us to Virginia, where former Governor Bob McDonnell and his wife were charged last month for taking loans and gifts in exchange for helping promote dietary supplement maker Star Scientific. The civil case is ongoing, but authorities allege that the couple took private plane rides, a Rolex watch, Louis Vuitton shoes, golf clubs, and more, totaling at least $165,000. The McDonald's pled not guilty to the charges and requested a jury trial scheduled for this summer. Now to the downfall of the former leader of a city that's now in crisis. Ex-Detroit Mayor Kwame Kilpatrick was sentenced to 28 years in prison for corruption last October. This is one of the longest sentences ever handed to a major U.S. politician. He was involved in racketeering, bribery, and extortion, which worsened the city's financial crisis. Detroit filed the largest municipal bankruptcy in our country's history last year, partially and thanks to Mayor Kilpatrick. And in Baltimore, 27 correction officers at a Maryland jail were indicted last November for helping the Black Gorilla family prison gang manage a profitable drug operation while incarcerated in the city's jail. Most of the
sex, drugs, murder, bombshell accusations about criminal activity inside the Baltimore City Detention Center.
Most of the corrections officers who assisted the gang members in keeping their operations going behind bars were women who smuggled drugs, cell phones, and other contraband into the jail via their hair and body parts. Additionally, 4 of these women became impregnated by the gang leader Trayvon White. One of the corrections officers even got his name tattooed on her wrist. The union representatives for the correctional officers is calling for tighter background checks. But for now, those guards could be finding a more permanent position at the jailhouse. And topping off our list of recent corruptors is Mai Nhu Nguyen of Santa Ana, California. The immigration official was bribed with cash, 200 egg rolls, and a sausage in exchange for granting either U.S. citizenship or permanent resident status for immigrants to the U.S. The egg rolls cost about $150 and were needed for a big party one was having. The sausage was fish, but the affidavit did not state what it was for.